Hey gang, Morris Party here with Squirrel Trench Audio. Just finished up an epic 6-song Mamma Mia production mix complete with dialogue from the movie, and that is now in the hands of a choreographer to create her dance magic with it. As I continue to work through my production list, I just want to thank you for entrusting me with your music needs. And I can't say it enough, I am so impressed with what you as a choreographer, dance teacher, dance studio owner do. What you do day in and day out for your kids, your students is absolutely amazing. Be proud of yourselves. You are creating joy and beauty in the world, so keep being awesome. So I wanted to just really quickly repeat something that I said on Miss Hetty Perna's Dance Friends Zoom last night. This was just a random music/audio tip that I want to convey to all dance teachers and choreographers out there, because it's important to take care of your health. You know how important it is to fuel your body, to eat well, get regular exercise, stretch. You guys are experts at that. But what you may not be as aware of is the importance of protecting your hearing and your ears. Of course, I'm a music guy. I'm not a dancer myself. I've just been watching you all create magic with dance for the past 15 years. But taking care of your ears is important. And there are a couple ways you can do it. One is anytime you go to a comp, anytime you go to a recital, anytime you go to a concert, any place you go which may have loud music, always bring hearing protection. I bring hearing protection to me no matter what. I keep an extra set in my car. If I know I'm going to a concert, I make sure I've got it on me. These things cost usually $20 to $30 for a good set, not the cheap wax ones, but the good set of hearing protectors, sound pressure reducers. Not only does it save your ears, and not only do these things let you hear the full range of music very nicely, it actually sounds better when you put them in. It sounds clearer. And believe it or not, you actually can hear the people that you are with in conversation next to you better with the hearing protection in than without it. A lot of people are not familiar with putting hearing protection in regularly. And of course, this is where I think of them as sunglasses for your ears, all right? We go around with sunglasses for our eyes. We keep them on the top of our head so we can pull them down and put the sunglasses on when it's bright out. Same exact thing with your ears. Regularly use them and you'll discover you can hear people trying to talk to you at a loud concert or a loud comp. You can hear them talking better with the sound protection in. So if you're worried about, oh, I can't put the hearing protection in because then I won't be able to hear people talk to me, it's the other way around. You can hear people better when they come up, when you try and have that conversation. Anyway, that's actually not the tip that I shared with Miss Hetty and her dance friends last night, but it's related. And that is this tip here. You might have seen me post in the Dance Teacher Network or Music Help for Dance Teachers. And that is, many of you, I've seen the comments, you come home at the end of a long evening of teaching dance, cleaning routines, teaching choreo, giving instruction, and you wonder why, or you're very sad about your ears are ringing and your voice is sore. And there's a reason for that. And it can be avoided or at least minimized without it getting very fancy. And here's how you do that. Here I'll explain why. Sound works by your speakers or whatever the audio source is. It actually makes the air molecules in your room vibrate back and forth. And when you're in a studio room, that's actually acoustically one of the worst possible environments for listening to music clearly. The reason why is because virtually every dance studio, at least the ones I've been in and seen, have parallel walls. Your side walls are parallel with each other. Your floor and ceiling are parallel with each other. And not only that, but they're usually hard, reflective. Certainly the mirrors are very reflective. Your floor is hard. Your ceiling is usually hard too. The walls that don't have the mirrors are hard. Every single surface is reflecting that sound, and it actually reflects back and forth multiple times. When you clap your hands and you hear that echo or that long psh sound, that is reverb, and reverb actually gets in the way of hearing things clearly. When you can't hear things clearly, that means your instinct is to turn things up, because when you turn it up, then you think you can hear it clearly, except for when you're in this reverberant room, this echo, I call it the echo monster. When you're in the room with the echo monster, turning it up does not help you hear it clearly. It just makes the wash of sound worse and louder. And so then so when you're turning it up, now you've got to yell over the music. And on top of that, your ears are taking a hit because everything is loud, everything is a wash. So if you have the availability, maybe if you're not the studio owner, maybe you can prevail on your studio owner and say, you know what, it would help my health. I would be able to teach longer, better, and give more to our students if I didn't have to fight the echo and reverb in our dance studio. And you can solve this relatively easy. Yes, it's not free, but you can do it DIY, or you can buy pre-made acoustic panels. I very highly recommend that you do not put foam up. Do not put blankets up. If that's your only choice, fine. But here's the problem with blankets, is that they will absorb certain frequencies. They will absorb the highest frequencies, but they do nothing to absorb the bass frequencies. And oftentimes the bass frequencies are what is, makes that really, makes that big thump in your ears. I mean, we all love bass in our music. We want the bass to sound great. But in the dance studio room that's a rectangle or a cube, the bass does not fun things. So what I recommend are, if you want to keep things really inexpensive, and I've guided a few dance studios on creating these. I've got charts. I've got a really simple one-page diagram for how to make these. I'm going to show you one because I've done DIY myself that I use in this room that helps me hear what I'm producing for you more clearly. So here we go. So this right here, it's not getting all the way into the screen, but this is a 2-foot by 4-foot sheet of insulation. It's Roxwool. Safe and Sound is Rockwool. It's inert. Insulation that you use in your home. It's actually sound insulation as well. So this little thing I constructed here is just it's oops, hitting the mic stand. So this is just a really thin sheet of wood, and then I put the 2-foot by 4-foot insulation is under this fabric. And then I just wrapped the fabric around the front. This is burlap and back to keep it really cheap. And then you can see I just put a wire hanger here so that I can hang it up on the walls. So when you hang enough of these up, you will tame that echo in your studio very, very significantly. And that will enable you to turn that music down, not be cranking it up quite so loud. So, and how many of these do you need? You need about one they're 2 foot wide. If you can space them on the wall, about every 6 feet apart. So the standard dance studio, you probably want to make about a dozen of them. It depends on the height of your ceiling. And again, I've made a simple diagram for a couple different sizes rooms. It gives you a pretty good idea. So anyway, this video is way too long already. I've got to get back to making music for all of you. So I hope this helps, and I hope this helps you give better, keeps your ears healthier so you can spend more time with your dance students creating that dance magic that you do. Morris Parti, Squirrel Trench Audio, signing off. Take care.